What's your favorite dinosaur to feed?
Well, I like the Stegosaurus because it's so gentle and eats the veggies right out of your hand.
Yeah. Well, how about your least favorite dinosaur to feed?
Oh, I've got to say the Raptors. They look at you with those claws like your dinner.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and I feel like if they ate you, they would burp after. Rude and scary. That's why I brought us here to the Ojai Raptor Center.
Stop, Raptors!
It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn about raptors today, and we're gonna learn maybe how to take care of them for when we go back to T-Rex Ranch.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's go.
T-Rex Ranch is the next for me. Join me.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Park Ranger Andy. This is Park Ranger AJ.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you both. I'm Jacqueline from the Ojai Raptor Center.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Yeah, we're a wildlife rehabilitation facility. Specialize in wildlife, but raptors specifically. And we take in about 1,000 injured, sick, and orphaned raptors a year. And as wildlife rehabilitators, our main goal is to make them well again and release them back to the wild where they belong.
Back into the wild? All those raptors? Out in the wild?
Yeah, birds of prey.
All right! Birds! Of course you're talking about birds, right? Yeah! We know you're not talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah,
That'd be
no
ridiculous
way.
if you're talking about dinosaurs. You can't
Yeah.
release them out in the wild. They'd have to be in like a ranch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't exist though, right?
Right. So yeah, we consider owls, hawks, falcons, eagles, and vultures here. We consider all of those birds to be raptors. So actually, we're getting into our busiest season here in all of wildlife rehabilitation, where we receive lots of babies that have been separated from their parents. Usually their nests have been destroyed, and they need to be raised by people in captivity. But we have to make sure that they maintain their natural fear of humans in order for them to be successful once we release them back to the wild. So we have to make sure they don't become too comfortable with humans or see humans as their friends or anything. So we cover our features, we disguise ourselves, and we feed them actually with a fake owl so they never get too used to humans. Do you guys want to help me feed the orphans?
Yeah, I love playing dress up.
Okay, here are your suits. So you're gonna put these on because again, these are not pets, these are wild animals, and we have to make sure that the baby owls don't get used to seeing people. So we're gonna put these on to disguise our features, and then we're gonna go feed the baby owls little pieces of food because they're too young to eat by themselves.
Okay.
This will be easy peasy.
Yeah.
Okay, Ranger AJ, you look like you're all set. You got your G-lay suit on.
Yes.
Ready to go inside the hospital and feed?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to make sure that we're very, very quiet when we go inside the hospital, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
I'll be right behind you. And I'll be really quiet.
Wow, that whole thing was amazing.
And done.
You missed it.
I missed what? I'm all ready to go.
Well, there were 3 baby owls, and the one on the right was really hungry, and we kept feeding him and feeding him, and the one on the left was kind of shy, but they were all so cute.
I missed it.
Well, do you want to see some other birds? So some of our birds are unfortunately not releasable to the wild, and we train them to become ambassadors for their species. So would you like to meet some of our non-releasable ambassador raptors?
I would love to. I'd love to see something. I can't see anything.
Hi AJ, hi Andy. I'm Kimberly here with our ambassador Burrowing Owl Topper.
Hi, Topper.
Hi, Topper. Is that a baby?
No, actually, he's full grown. He's about 7 years old. As with dinosaurs, raptors come in all shapes and sizes. And as a matter of fact, about half of the owls in North America are small owls like Topper or even smaller.
His eyes just pierce right through your soul.
I know his eyes are pretty amazing, right? All raptor eyes are pretty amazing.
Amazing. I've never seen that color yellow on an eye before.
And actually, some of the things in his eyes are related to why we have Topper.
What do you mean?
So, well, with all of our ambassadors, they can't survive in the wild. That's why they live with us as ambassadors. And Topper came to us after having a head injury. and he has some damage to his eyes as well. That's why he can't survive in the wild.
So he's a burrowing owl?
Yes, he
What's
is.
that mean?
Well, although we think of most birds and most owls living mostly in the sky or up high in trees, these guys spend most of their life on the ground, and they actually nest underground. Although these guys are a predator like other raptors, the small raptors are both predator and prey. So basically anything big enough to hunt him, including other raptors, will hunt them. They're also endangered by dogs, feral cats, raccoons, and snakes. So they actually have a super cool way to help protect themselves from predators. When they're feeling threatened or when the babies are in the burrow and feel threatened, they actually make a sound like a rattlesnake. And that wards off most predators. And for the babies, it makes their parents come back home to protect them.
So if there's a fight between the owl and a rattlesnake, who's gonna win?
Well, that's a tough call. A burrowing owl couldn't actually fight off a rattlesnake the way that a red-tailed hawk or a great horned owl could catch one, but they might be able to ward it off with their snake sounds and otherwise just do something that's called mobbing when they fly at a potential predator to just scare it off.
Are they friendly with other owls of their same kind?
That's a great question.
Okay, good.
So because many of their hosts live in colonies, burrowing owls tend to also be colonial. So they can nest just with one pair, but in the past they've actually had populations of thousands of burrowing owls in one place because we had such huge colonies of prairie dogs.
Is it true owls can spin their heads all the way around?
Well, they can't quite spin their heads 360 degrees all the way around. However, owls and other raptors can look completely over their shoulder. So Topper can turn his head from looking straight at you all the way to looking over his shoulder. It's about 140 degrees. Well, Topper's getting a little tired, so I need to take him home, but Jacqueline is ready to introduce you to another of our super cool ambassador raptors. I think you're gonna love it.
Well, Owl'll be glad to see it. So what's the owl thing?
Who?
The owl.
Who?
I'm asking about the owl.
Who? The owl says who?
Said what?
Who?
What?
Who?
I don't get it.
Good job. This is Rosie, and she is our non-releasable red-tailed hawk ambassador.
Why did you guys name her Rosie?
That's a good question. So we named Rosie Rosie because her beautiful red tail, that red-tailed hawks, which is her species, what they're known for. A little side note for you, red-tailed hawks don't actually get their red tail until they're about 2 years old or just before, once they become mature. So if you see a juvenile red-tailed hawk, they'll have a brown and tan striped tail.
You know, I named my bathtub Rosie.
Why'd you name your bathtub Rosie?
Well, every time I don't clean it, I get a ring around the Rosie.
We've had Rosie for 17 years. She came to us when she was only 1 year old, so she was a juvenile with a broken wing in her right wing, actually, in her shoulder. She can't fly well enough to be released to the wild, so that's why we have her. I think there's some confusion about velociraptors and raptors. Raptors are birds of prey. So it's a group of different birds that are predators and they're hunters, and they have sharp hooked beaks and claw-like talons that allow them to hunt and eat other animals. So here at the Raptor Center, we consider hawks, falcons, eagles, owls, and vultures all to be raptors.
So they lay eggs like dinosaurs.
Yes, exactly. They lay eggs just like dinosaurs. Velociraptors are dinosaurs that were really small and fast that lived between 70 and 90 million years ago. And when paleontologists discovered their fossils for the first time in about the 1920s, they named them velociraptors, which that word actually translates to fast birds of prey, because anatomically or structurally, they're really similar to modern birds of prey, specifically that sharp hooked talon that velociraptors had in their hind foot. But velociraptors were always dinosaurs and raptors were always birds of prey. All birds have actually evolved from dinosaurs. So during the Cretaceous period, this is when most dinosaurs went extinct, there was a very small number of avian dinosaurs, basically bird-like dinosaurs of the theropod group of dinosaurs. So actually, T-Rex was in this group, but only the small theropods survived into the almost 11,000 species of birds that we have on our planet today.
Did they evolve from meat-eating dinosaurs?
Yes, they did. Velociraptors were meat-eating predators like modern-day birds of prey.
So he only eats meat.
These birds only eat meat. They cannot process anything else, so they are only able to digest raw meat.
No veggies. Bird after my own heart.
Right, no veggies.
That must be similar to dinosaurs in other ways then. Some dinosaurs supposedly had feathers.
Yes, velociraptors and theropods definitely had feathers, and they're starting to think that perhaps all dinosaurs had feathers, as a matter of fact, although none of them actually use them to fly.
Like chickens.
Exactly. Well, chickens can fly a little bit. Yeah, chickens can fly if they need to.
Penguins.
Like penguins, exactly. Yes, to keep them warm, but not really for the function of flight.
So they have hollow bones, like the Allosaurus.
That's a very good question, yes. So really all flighted birds have hollow bones. So larger birds that don't fly, and even smaller birds like penguins, birds that don't fly, have fused bones that are filled with marrow and blood just like ours. But all birds that fly have hollow or pneumatic bones, and their dinosaur ancestors did as well. So thanks so much for coming today. I hope you guys learned something new.
We learned so much.
So much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Was that a rattlesnake?
Or a burrowing owl.
I don't know, but I don't want to find out.
Well, if we are, we're using your legs.
My legs? That's not fair. Goodbye, thanks a lot.
I'm riding a dino! I'm riding a dino!
T-Rex Ranch is a good story. Join me.
Where are we, Park Ranger Andy?
Well, Park Ranger AJ, we're at Dinos Alive in Montebello, Los Angeles. We're inside, there's over 80 animatronic dinosaurs.
Let's go compare them to the real dinosaurs at T-Rex Ranch.
Great idea, let's go.
What do you think VIP means?
Very immense predators. Whoa.
We're in a jungle.
Well, we're not in Montebello anymore. Waterfall.
And a cave. Where do you think it leads?
I don't know, but it looks scary.
Let's go in and find out.
Go in, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Me first?
Yeah, I've got more life to live.
Not what I thought it was gonna be. It's dark in here.
Let's get our lights out.
Good idea.
What if the dinosaurs just jump out at us?
I thought you said they were animatronic.
What if it's a jumping animatronic?
Shh. Did you hear that? I think I see something.
What is it?
It's a Colorado-saurus.
From when?
The Triassic period.
We don't have one of those.
But we have one of those. A Stegosaurus.
And look at the Metrodon, just like the one back at T-Rex Ranch.
Except these dinos are much better behaved than our dinos.
You said it.
Planosaurus!
What else do they got? Look at this big guy.
Whoa! Diplodocus!
Wow.
It could be 100 feet long!
That's a lot of shoes.
Look at the spikes on his back.
I guess you can't ride him. Oh, that looks like it would hurt. Look how long the tail is. It's almost as long as the rest of this whole body.
An Ankylosaurus!
Kentrosaurus.
It looks kind of like the Ankylosaurus.
Look at his face. He's got such a kind little face.
Dilophosaurus!
He's a fancy dinosaur with that fancy collar. You gonna go to a fancy tea party?
A fancy T-Rex party!
Anyway, he's terrifying.
An Allosaurus! Cool!
Uh-oh. You know they're carnivores, don't you?
Oh, let's get out of here.
Okay, it's okay, buddy. Oh, we got a couple of these. Look at that beautiful head.
There's babies! A Carnotaurus!
Is that what that is? I thought it was a dragon. Would you rather run into him or the T-Rex?
I don't know, they're both pretty scary.
Just back up slowly.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2.
Hey! That is a scary dino. He looks like a giant alligator.
Yeah!
from the Cretaceous period.
I'm gonna guess he's a herbivore.
Oh, he's a carnivore. He's another scary guy.
He's a Paradoix.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Oh. Yeah. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Oh, good boy. Good boy. He likes me. Look at these.
Pachycephalosaurus. Those heads look good for ramming people.
They look like helmets. What would happen if I did that to you? Not a good idea.
What's through here?
A mighty T-Rex. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So that's it? This is the T-Rex?
I remember him being bigger.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it's incredible.
A Spinosaurus!
Wow, it's gigantic.
We have one at T-Rex Ranch, but I don't think it's this big.
No, but we've never been this close to it. Usually it's very far in the distance. Think it's bigger than a T-Rex?
I don't know, let's find out. Larger than T-Rex, Spinosauruses were the largest carnivorous dinosaurs. Its name comes from the large fin on its back, which was probably a display feature. Spinosauruses hunted fish along the shore and smaller prey like infant dinosaurs and adult park rangers. Whew.
Park rangers?
Oh, no, just kidding.
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Spinosaurus. Let's go.
Wow! What is that?
How do we get out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
Quetzalcoatl. No, it's Quetzalcoatlus.
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 Aztec feathered serpent god. But he's not even a serpent. That's false advertising.
Well, it's easier to say.
Aww, that's a baby. Aww.
Baby. Dino's supposed to come out of this thing? Hello? Is there a dino in there? I give up.
Hey, Park Ranger Andy,
Yes, Park Ranger AJ?
what do you call a dinosaur with rotten eggs?
I don't know. What do you call a dinosaur with rotten eggs?
Eggs extinct.
That's a bad joke.
I'm riding a dino! I'm riding a dino! Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Are you done?
Almost.
Can I go next?
No, it's kids only.
That's it. Level 1.
Oh, what is this place?
I don't know, but it sure is magical. Look at all these amazing prehistoric fish.
Yeah, let's throw the ball at him. Got him!
There's a big one way up there! You got him! Oh! Got him!
Park Ranger Andy, here's how it's done.
What are we doing, Park Ranger AJ?
Well, Park Ranger Andy, we're drawing dinosaurs, and when we're finished, we can scan them in and they'll pop up there.
Whoa! These are some high-tech dinosaurs. Cool!
Where are we?
We're in the virtual reality room, where once we put on these magic goggles, we're in a world of virtual dinosaurs.
Cool! Whoa!
Are you seeing these dinosaurs?
Yeah!
Wow! What are you doing?
Playing fetch with the Velociraptor.
I got it! I got it! Ah! It's like come up to me.
Yeah, you throw the bone for it.
This is creepy.
I think I'm on the 3rd level.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, it's so lifelike. Are you sure there aren't any real dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, this is all virtual. There is absolutely, positively, 100% no real dinosaurs at all. Whoa.
You've got some dry skin, Park Ranger.
You know, it's funny, I was thinking the same thing about you.
Wait, but I'm over here.
You are?
What a day. Oh, thirsty. Triceratops. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I... Oh, warm. Warm. Woo-hoo. Hey, little Frigidiparo. Do your best. Should have bought a watch. It's taking forever. Are you done yet? Still warm. Oh, poor little fridge is not working. Sorry, little guy. There's got to be a way I could get a frosty beverage and fast. The Dino Freeze Ray. I mean, that's it. If I could freeze a whole dino, then certainly I could freeze a cup of pop. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hold on to your kids.
Park Ranger Andy! What are you doing?
Well, all right. I was trying to cool down a couple cans of Triceratops using the Dino Freeze Ray gun. The fridge went. Now get behind me. I don't want to turn it into a Park Ranger popsicle. You ready?
Well, it works. You froze them back to the Ice Age.
Maybe the setting's too high.
Look at the Triceratops! You won't believe what I just saw. A nest of eggs.
Huh. That is a mystery egg, isn't it?
Yeah, so white and small, but also narrow, like a rectangle.
Where did you find this mystery nest of eggs?
In a muddy, grassy area. So the question is, what type of egg is this?
I don't say this very often, but I have no idea. But I know someone who might know. Park Ranger Andy here. Help has arrived. Hey, Andy! Mike, Leslie from Reptile Zoo, thank you so much for coming. Park Ranger AJ and I are so happy to have you here.
Well, we're glad to be here. We heard you had a little bit of a mystery, and we brought some reptiles to help you guys out. Why don't we bring them in?
Perfect, thanks.
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Good, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us. Why don't I introduce you to Rocky, one of my big Burmese python?
Hi, Rocky. That's a really big Burmese python.
Yes, sir, he is. And the thing is, he's still growing, too. He weighs about 150 pounds, and he's 13 feet long. But man, he's only gonna get bigger.
How old is he?
He's about 8 years. He'll live up to 20 or so, and then he'll get 20 feet and 300 pounds.
You won't be able to carry him then.
Oh, my poor back.
He likes to be petted?
Yeah, he's friendly. You want me to put him down with you guys and pet him?
Sure.
Yeah, AJ wants to pet him. So, Mike, we have questions. The reason we called you is we had to talk to you about some eggs.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got for me?
Well, we know that reptiles, they lay eggs.
That is true.
We'd like to know more about it.
Well, these guys can lay about 60 or 70 eggs at a time. And when they lay their eggs, they don't make a nest out of like the dirt or anything. They just kind of lay their eggs all in a bunch and they wrap themselves around it. That way it protects them from predators.
Who are those little guys?
Those are some baby pythons. Hard to believe that Rocky here started out that big.
That guy started out that size?
Mm-hmm. He was a puny noodle.
And when do they start laying eggs?
Well, they're not adults yet. It's gonna take a few years, 3, 4 tops.
Hey, AJ, look, a crocodile.
Well, you're about half right. These are American alligators. This one's Davy, and the little one is Goose.
Hi, Goose. Hi, Davy. Thanks for joining us. Wow, Davy's looking right at me.
He can look almost 360 degrees, so it's kind of looking at all of us, actually.
That's so cool. He looks like a Spinosaurus.
Yeah, right? He's got the long, toothy mouth like one.
Oh, yeah, but a Spinosaurus gets to be 60 feet long. How big will Davy grow to be?
Well, not quite that big, but still pretty big, about 15 feet long.
Can I hold him before he gets too long?
Sure, this is the perfect size. Just tuck your right arm over the tail and back under his body like you're hugging him. Bring that same hand up under his belly and your other hand under his chest. I'll keep my hand here too.
Cool.
Oh, what do you think, AJ? You got a new friend.
Yeah.
So tell us about the eggs.
Well, they can lay a lot of eggs, about 50 at a time. And what's neat about it is the females actually are very particular about where they lay them. They want to take them up above the edge of the water so they don't get flooded. They dig a hole, lay their eggs in there, and then bury it with a bunch of rotting plants so it acts as an incubator.
They build their nests underground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know. Keep that in mind.
All right, here's our next one.
He looks like a giant pickle with eyes.
He kind of feels like one too. This is Jabba. He's an African bullfrog.
He does look like Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, he could have been his stunt double too.
Wow, he's big. How much does he weigh?
Right now he's about 2.5 to 3 pounds, but they can get over 4 pounds. They're one of the largest frogs in the world.
Can I hold him?
Sure. He's a bit wet though.
Oh, how come he's not jumping?
Well, jumping is something they can do, just not very well. Kind of a waste of energy for these big, heavy frogs, so they mostly crawl or sit in one spot.
Oh, do you like to hang out in water?
They sure do. They're very fond of ponds, but where they live is dry for much of the year, so instead, they fill that big body up with water, bury themselves, and sleep for that part of the year until the rains come back.
He's gonna give AJ warts?
Nah, if I haven't gotten warts by now, I don't think anyone will. I hold him all the time.
I don't know, but he doesn't look much like a dinosaur to me.
Not quite, but amphibians are pretty old as a family.
How old?
Millions and millions of years, like the dinosaurs and even some modern day reptiles.
So would they have been around during dinosaur times?
Maybe not quite as we know them today, but yeah, there were some amphibians at the time of the dinosaurs.
Tell us about how they lay eggs.
Well, the way he lays eggs is very different from the animals we've seen so far. The thing is, they actually spawn rather than breed. So much like a fish, they lay their eggs first, then they fertilize them.
Interesting. So you said he lays the eggs.
Well, he wouldn't, the girls would, but then he'll fertilize them afterwards.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, hold him.
I'm okay. So these are getting smaller and smaller.
And cuter.
Look at this little one. It's like 4 inches long.
So these are a couple of our crested geckos. This is Kiki, and that's Charlie.
Can I hold Kiki?
Sure you can. You can let her do all the work. She's got sticky toes.
Now, why are they called crested geckos?
They've got these rows of scales that go around the sides of their head, like spikes, but they're really soft. They even go over the eyes and give them the other name, eyelash gecko.
Wow. Now, how big can these get?
Kiki here's a full-grown adult, and then Charlie here's a hatchling.
So the eggs that Kiki would lay would be how big?
They're only about that big, but unlike a lot of other reptiles that have a lot of eggs, Kiki would only have 2 at a time.
It's good to know.
Wow.
Looks like Kiki, looks like he wants to eat me.
Probably not, but since you are the tallest thing next to her and she's a tree climber, she might want to climb on you.
It's okay. No, it's okay, AJ. So how big are the eggs that Kiki would lay?
Well, with these geckos, the eggs that they make are only about this big. And unlike a lot of reptiles that lay a lot of eggs all at once, geckos only lay 2 at a time.
Is it you? Are you our mystery egg layer? I don't know. Anything's possible.
Coming through.
Look at this guy.
And there we go.
Who is this?
This is Tank, and this is known as an Aldabra tortoise.
Well, his shell definitely seems tough as a tank.
It is pretty well armored.
Now, how old is this guy?
This size, he may only be about 10 to 20 years, but he could live over 200.
Is that one of the oldest living creatures?
These are one of the oldest living animals alive today.
That's amazing. Now, it's not a turtle, it's a tortoise.
Correct. Turtles are more kind of a water goer, where these guys, they like dry land.
Okay, so now the important question. What about the eggs?
Well, these animals, when they lay their eggs, they'll lay their eggs in a hole and bury them, and they can have about 100 of them at a time. They're about the same size and shape as a golf ball or a ping pong ball.
100 of me.
100 golf ball shaped eggs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good to know. Mike, thank you so much for everything. Thanks for coming by.
Andy, of course, it was a pleasure. Thanks for calling me up.
Yeah, we hope you come again. It was so much fun and informative, and we learned so much. We have no more questions whatsoever.
Bye.
So what kind of egg is this?
I'm not sure. There were so many reptiles.
I know. Now what do we do?
Let's take a step back and look at the facts.
A step back.
Okay, here's what we know. Burmese python, alligator, tortoise, pixie frog, and crested gecko. Mystery egg picture, please.
Who are you? Okay, hold on. I got it. And just leave that. There we go.
All right. Now, which one of these animals has similar shaped egg?
Well, the python?
Does have a similar shaped nest and eggs. A tortoise?
Also has a similar shaped nest and eggs, but they build their nest underground, as does the alligator.
So that leaves...
Snake eggs! Yes!
We better leave him alone and let him hatch.
Park Ranger AJ, you figured it out. And for that, you get the Excellent Examiner Achievement Badge.
Cool, this is a rare badge.
You know what? Let's celebrate with some Triceratops. You ready? Cheers.
Mine's still frozen.
Yeah, mine is too. Back to the drawing board?
Yeah.
Okay, Park Ranger AJ, what do you think the biggest animal that's ever lived on a planet is? Do you think it's like a giant monkey or some kind of enormous blue-tailed squirrel?
Probably a dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Like which kind?
Maybe the Brachiosaurus?
Could be. And that's what we're here today to find out.
The biggest animal in the world?
That's right.
Why in the forest?
This is not just any forest. This is the prehistoric forest.
Well, that's convenient.
I thought so. Go figure it out.
T-Rex ranches, it's on me. Join me.
Yep, the Stegosaurus. This dinosaur could be it.
Yeah, he's pretty big. 30 feet long, 11,000 pounds.
Huh, but I don't know. Still might be other contenders out there.
Yeah.
Chud.
Who's that? Dad? You talk, Dino? It's pretty big.
Parasaurolophus. It can grow to be up to 33 feet long.
That's 3 feet bigger than the other dino. Huh. So far, this is the winner.
Yeah.
You know, this is a member of the duck-billed dino family. I wonder if he speaks duck. Nothing. All right, I bet there's bigger ones out there. Let's go see.
Chud. Chud. Chud.
What was that? Euplocephalus.
Oh, yeah. Now look, this is no bigger than the other dinos. But here's an interesting fact, that these guys were so well protected that even the eyelids had on.
Well, I guess he's getting some pretty good shut-eye.
Wish I had thought of that joke.
Chud. Chud.
Did you hear that?
Chud.
Yeah, I did. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
What's Chad?
I don't know. All right. You check?
Triceratops.
Oh, yeah. Now we know these. We got a bunch of them at T-Rex Ranch. Now, they're not the biggest, but they're certainly the heaviest.
And the cutest. Look at him.
Oh, yeah, he's certainly not the biggest.
Paleontologists say these guys were the cows of the Cretaceous period.
The cows?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it!
Moo!
He did it.
Chud.
Did you hear that?
Did you?
Yeah. Again.
Maybe someone
Or something
is trying to tell us something. Maybe Chad is what we're looking for.
Maybe you're right. Well, let's keep looking. You didn't like the moo? You should have told the other joke.
Tyrannosaurus Rex!
The king of the dinos. This could be it. I mean, it gets to be 40 feet long and 20 feet high.
It weighs as much as 4 pickup trucks!
This
Could
be...
Chad!
Yes!
No, Chud.
Oh! Not Chad! How's it possible?
What is Chad?
Where is Chad?
Who is Chad?
By hook or by crook? We're gonna go find out.
Yeah! Excuse me, do you know what Chad is?
Thanks anyway. Excuse me, miss. Do you know where Chad is?
Thank you very much.
this is Chad? A whale! That's the largest animal ever.
Wow! Wait, but what about the Mesosaurus from Jurassic World?
Well, it's not a dinosaur. That's a marine reptile. And that only grew up to be 50 feet long,
Well, what about the Megalodon?
which is actually a shark. And that got up to be only 59 feet long. So this thing is twice as large.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I don't understand why it's so blue. Cheer up, you're so big.
100 feet long!
What? Wait a minute. It says he's got 100 feet. I don't see any feet.
He's 100 feet long.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
It says here its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant.
Its tongue can weigh as much as an elephant. That's humongous. It's gonna be so heavy. So this is it? The biggest animal that's ever lived? And this is a small one. Look, it's from a juvenile male. This is only 72 feet long compared to what it could be.
It's not even fully grown.
But they got one thing right. This is astonishing in every way. Wow. Chad, you've been calling us. We're so happy to find the answer to the largest animal on Earth.
Yeah!
Wait a minute. It says one of the loudest animals on Earth? Huh. I bet I could be louder!
All right, we get it.